Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Brickyard Vintage Racing Invitational, sanctioned by SVRA, the Sports Car Vintage Racing Association, and presented by Jaguar Land Rover. Underway at the moment, we have the race for Group 2. This is their first of two races, and with a lead, the number 8 of Bob Hatley. Hatley out in front. His quick lap set just a couple laps ago, 1 minute 41.153 seconds, just a tick over 86 miles an hour. And trying to run him down, we've got a couple drivers, the 26 of Quinn Posner and the 38 of Dan Cowdrey. Posner just a half a second back and 7/10 of a second out of the lead, the 38 of Dan Cowdrey. Quinn Posner, a driver out of the Pacific Northwest. He and his dad both racing in this event. As this is Father's Day weekend, they've been racing together for years. And you see Posner there getting around the 38 of Cowdrey. And extending his lead in second place. Nose to tail racing, wheel to wheel, that's what you get with these Club Fords. Posner in the Crosley, and we've got Dan Cowdrey racing a Titan. And there is your leader, the number 8 of Bob Hatley, exiting turn 14 down onto the front straight. Those hash marks you see on the racetrack, that's where the cars line up when they do a standing start. Cowdrey drafting Posner down the front straight. Very comparable lap times. Posner a bit slower on that last lap, 1 minute 42.445, and Cowdrey 143.434, so just a tick quicker, but it really doesn't matter. If you're the one up in front, you've got the spot. Hatley, your leader, out of turn 6, headed down that long straightaway and into turn 7 on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. 2.42 miles around this track, 14 turns, utilizing a portion of the front straight of the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway 2.5 mile oval. And the cars running clockwise on the road course, whereas when they run the speedway, they'd be running in the opposite direction, counterclockwise. All alone, it's a Sunday drive on Saturday for Bob Hatley. Hatley's had a very good weekend. He's been at the top of the timesheets, whether it's been practice or qualifying. And that Swift DB3 takes him to the winner's circle one more time. Bob Hatley, your winner, followed by the 26 of Quinn Posner, the 38 of Dan Cowdrey, as he takes that cool down lap and heads towards Victory Circle. Finishing in fourth, number 291, that's Kim Madrid. Followed by the 88 of Jim Edmonds, 37 Tom Kinsman, Indy veteran Dennis Firestone, car number 10, finishing in 7th place. In 8th, car number 7, Ron Hornig. 9th, the number 30 of Ken Herbst, and moving into 10th spot on that final lap, number 17, Tim Herbst. Hatley enjoying that victory lap, if you will, cool down lap. Race groups 1, 3, and 4 are next. Groups 1, 3, and 4 to pre-grid. We covered the top 10, finishing in 11th spot, the number 29 of Gray Fowler. 66, Lori Matassa, finished 12th. In 13th, the 62 of Duke Waldrop. Another of the Cowdreys, number 13, Jason Cowdrey, and he finished in 14th spot. There's Dad Bob Posner, number 80, the father of your second place finisher, Quinn Posner, finishing 15th and 16th, the 68 of Stephen Egger. And we round out the finishing order, number 91, Roland Johnson, finishes in 17th. 33, Trout Roberts in 18th. Car number 25, Scott King in 19th. In 20th, the 69 of Richard Mitchell, and rounding it out, he made an early exit mechanical failure for Jim Barron. Barron in car number 23. The grid for race group 2 that's just completed comprised mainly of Crosley Formula Fords. Cars ranging in age from 1967 up through the early 90s.